Welcome to another episode of Katt of Comedy. I am your host, Jerrica.
I go by the name Dante Hill.
It's Talon Harris Jr.
And before we get into it, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We have a guest today. And we have Demetrius Fields in the house.
Here. Yes, sir, the one and only.
You just wave at the camera.
The TikTok Titan himself.
TikTok Titan
The TikTok Titan.
Made that up.
You thought about that before?
Yeah.
TikTok Titan. I'm definitely not him. That's hobby lame,
Oh, no,
dude.
bro.
That guy
People
just,
look at you like that.
I'm not in Fortnite yet.
You're the first guest.
That's funny. That's clout.
You're the first guest I think we've had on the pod that I told people we had coming on that people were like genuinely excited. Yeah. People didn't care when it was our pops like that because they know that's like that. People I talked to about it, but I didn't know just how wide of a net. I should have figured. You look at the numbers or you assume, but like my girl knew who you was in a big way, you know, shit that you
What's her Instagram?
Hey,
you gonna find out when this drops. But yeah, dog. How did you get into I've like looked into you, so I have an understanding of your story. But how did you get into TikTok to the degree that you did, and social media, and just being an influencer or whatever you would refer to it as in general?
Oh, I mean, like, it was a pandemic, man. I mean, everybody downloaded TikTok when the pandemic started happening, and
that's what
like
I did.
everybody was just like, "Fuck it, let's go ahead and try to make something happen." We couldn't hit open mics anymore. I was doing comedy at that time for like 3 years already prior, and I was stuck in my house, and my parents were tired of my bits, so I had to try them on TikTok. I started doing a character that was like a really high, like Southern California dude, and I would say like little one-liners that I would write, like, "Hear me out, dude. How come craft beer tastes nothing like the mac and cheese?" Yeah, like that. And people liked it.
Yeah.
People liked the one-liners a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because my question for you was that did you start with like stand up first and then get on TikTok? But you did stand up and then TikTok.
Yeah.
Not TikTok
Okay,
first.
dope.
Okay.
Dope.
that's what's pretty unique about his style of TikTok. Because he's literally, I feel like most of the time you just go up there and you're like doing bits.
Yeah, it's just an open mic for me.
In
works,
real
though.
form. So it's like you get to see, that's your open mic essentially sometimes. Like,
Truly. And sometimes you gotta delete that clip, man. Sometimes you gotta delete it.
I'm no stranger to the delete, man. Like nobody gonna remember.
That's
like,
a fact.
whatever happened to that clip?
Gotta get it quick.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember when I first came across your page, I think it was the one where you were like, I really need a vacation. I think it will heal me. And then you got to the beach and you're like, I just need therapy, but this is still pretty though. And I thought
You felt that one. You felt that one.
And
That
I
sound like
reposted
you.
it because I was like, that's me. Like, I felt that.
That's crazy.
Do you think that you would ever consider doing like, you know how a lot of stand-ups will like do a set at the Stand or the Pier or whatever, and then they'll just clip it with captions and everything?
Yeah.
Do you feel like because of what you do and what's kind of become, what's expected from your page, that there's like no purpose in you doing those?
No, I mean, like, I should do it, but it's like it relies on a lot of different factors. And excuse me, because I'm talking in between burps, and that's why my body language is like
We'll
this.
cut them. We'll cut the
Is it the apple juice that you requested?
It might be. It might be. It's kind of new to my system, and it might be fucking me up.
Talent texted Demetrius earlier and asked like, "Yo, bro, we're gonna get like bottles or snacks or whatever from the store. Do you want anything?" And he said apple juice.
Specifically apple juice.
That was
We
it.
treat all our guests really nicely.
I
here,
was
anything
really
they
happy.
want.
I was
try.
really happy when I seen the apple juice
We
on
make
ice.
sure you had it.
On
That
ice,
shit
bro.
sure.
I'm like, damn,
Respect.
that's crazy. I never
Respect
had a
only over
rider
here.
before. I never had.
You need
They're
that.
doing
It's
big
time.
things.
If I pull up to a place, there better be mad apple juice. I want different varieties. I want to try a local cider. I want to try.
Yo, when you say like your parents were getting tired of your bits, was it like because during COVID, like everybody's stuck in the house and you're just like you have these detailed or loud skits and you're just like disturbing the house, like just all
Yeah,
times a
I'm
day?
just being an antagonist.
Yeah, and
I'm
you're
just-
consistent.
Yeah,
You're like,
no, I'm
mad
not
shit.
stopping. I'm a problem. Like, I'm unmedicated. Like, I just will not leave anybody alone.
Yeah. But you made it work, bro. Because I know a lot of like, tell me how y'all feel actually too, especially you, because you're in comedy, which I count as it's an art form creative, right?
Yep.
Do you feel like conceptualizing ideas is difficult? I feel like the easiest part for me is coming up with the ideas. You know what I mean? It's just it's making it work. You know what I mean? Like you have like the following that you have from doing what you do, but there's a lot of people that do that don't see that kind of success. You know what I mean? Funny people, or
I mean, it's just the consistency. Like I've been trying to make something funny every day for 3 years, and maybe I'll get maybe like one every week or two that's like actually funny, and then it'll get some views. But it's just the consistency. Like I just made it part of my daily routine to do.
That's hard.
I do.
That's hard. I find that hard for myself.
Because you fuck with Skits. Like, Skits is fire.
That's what I want today.
I don't want to like. I'm scared of like trying like some like okay shit. You know what I mean? It's like. You never know what's gonna hit sometimes. Like I'll put up a clip and I'm like, y'all was really feeling that one? You know what I mean? Like on some like, but it's just
people only remember the highlight reel, bro.
Yeah.
It's just the highlight reel.
Yeah.
I only be wanting to post this like something if I really have a really good idea instead of like just trying something to throw it out there.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes because I do music is such an expensive thing, I think, to invest in and be taken seriously. Because like paying for production, recording a song, mixing, mastering. Now, if you could do all that yourself, great. But even investing in that equipment to learn how to do that, then investing in plugins and all of that. And for me, when I throw shit out there, I kind of put myself in my own head a lot because I don't nobody knows how much I put into something. But sometimes you got to just throw shit out there until something catches or play with things in the algorithm. But I have a hard time doing that because, you know what I mean? I feel like I put a lot into it. I got to present it a certain way. But you don't really be thinking about that shit. And
I mean, it's just the economy of shit that's happening right now. Like everything is just so fast. There's a reason Drake puts out an album every single year and there's 45 songs on it. It's because like you just gotta throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, you know?
Yeah.
I think like as an artist in general, you want to not do that. Like having an incubation period with an idea that you can then craft and present to the world is like ideal. And that's what, you know, we respect a lot of the people who do that. That's like a Quentin Tarantino will do that, or in comedy, like a Gerard Carmichael will do that sort of thing. And you don't see nothing from them until they give you their art, and that's it. Donald Glover, another great example.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest inspirations in all of this shit.
Yeah, and it's attractive. We're attracted to him because he's like not competing for our attention anymore. But for me and you know, for you, is like we got to compete for attention. So we just got to keep making noise till somebody hears us.
No, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
How often do you do stand-up now? You did the New York Comedy Fest, right?
No. I didn't. Wait,
I didn't say that.
What's the one you did?
No, I did it last year. It's happening this year. But no,
last year one.
I did do that. That was
holy
shit.
That was like, does that not? In the
New York Comedy Festival last year was crazy because I just came off of like a crazy like chest like upper respiratory infection. Damn. So like my voice was like barely there.
That's what they call COVID now, bro. That's what they try to make COVID sound cool. Upper
no, and that's the vibe the audience had. And I did 2 shows, and like the first show, I came up and I just made fun of white people for 5 minutes in front of an audience full of white people, and they didn't like it. They
usually like it.
They usually do, but when you're raspy, I guess add the layer of I'm coughing through my set. They hated my ass. I was not invited back, but that's fine. It's totally cool.
There's a lot of spots around the city.
I always get some bullshit before kind of more. I wouldn't call it like a bit. It's big, but it's not that big. It was big for me at the time. Like I opened for Che Durena, and that was like my first time doing a theater in front of. It was the Beacon, so I think it was like how many people was the Beacon? Like 500.
It's a good amount.
Yeah, this was my first time doing that, and I was like trying to mentally not cough for the entirety of my set. I got through that entire one, no cough. Came like afterwards, I'm like in the green room just going crazy.
That's
coughing.
crazy, dog.
How'd the set go?
The set went really well. The set went really well, and then I like ran over to where does Jared Schwartz do his Mama's Boy show at? Whatever.
It used to be like Gamma or something.
Gamma.
Like that?
I went up to Gamma to go do like the creators to watch thing. And then it wasn't a traditional stand-up show, and my voice was gone at that point, and like nobody, I should have just left. Like it was It was
did
a bad
it get
situation.
worse after that? Like the next day, you were fucked up more?
Did it get worse? No, I got better the next day.
Right,
but
I didn't know if it was like too strenuous, you running around and shit. So it might have been worth it that you like fought through it. I mean, that comes with the territory sometimes with this shit.
I'm still broke either way, so.
But she knew about your credit. So, so there's one person right there. It was for you.
3 million followers on TikTok.
Yeah, that's an insane number, though. It's an insane number.
Do you remember like a certain sketch that you did where like it catapulted you to like just on that route to go into 3 mil?
I think the first thing that I ever did when my friend, she lost her virginity at 22. So I went to the grocery store and we got her a cake. And the cake had like, it said virgin on the cake and then a big red X over that. So I made like a whole vlog of me going to get this like virginity losing cake. And then
so this is just like a vlog type shit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Niggas like that kind of shit because I would have watched that all day.
And like that shit blew up. And then I was getting texts from like lots of people who I went to high school with. I'm like, no, now you want to fuck with me now that I got the virgin cake. That's crazy. That's
fuck
crazy.
y'all niggas, man.
Now that I'm up, you remember who I am. But I did that. I think I got like probably like 20 or 30,000 followers from there. And like everything was easier back then because the app was new. People needed people to follow. So if you seen one funny thing, like you would follow people.
It wasn't as saturated. You would probably just
it was easy.
Hit that algorithm.
I wasn't competing with Will Smith.
Production.
And it's like the science of, we talked about this in another episode before, but it's like the science of it changes quicker and quicker with time too. Like how to expose yourself, how to make sure people are seeing you, what you're supposed to do. And, you know, I keep touching on it, but I feel like that always conflicts with the artistic part, too. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I never want to fall too into a wave where I'm just completely just trying to make some shit pop. Because I feel like if it works out that way, like, you get stuck in it, you know? Shit.
That's the thing about being a character that I learned, which is really weird. Like, because I got my first million on TikTok doing that, like, hear me out dude character who was just, like, the high Southern California type shit that I was doing. And you know, I could feel like people just wanted to see that, exclusively that. And I was like, I'm doing comedy for like 2-3 years before this. I can't just become one character, but it like skyrocketed me up from like damn near 0 to 1 million followers in like 2 months too, like very quick.
That is quick as fuck.
I kind of like hard pivoted. I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. Now I just have been doing this front facing camera thing, which is kind of like my stand up for like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Built the following that I have now from that.
That's fire.
Is that like a weird pressure feel? Because you have that is, you go on your page, just like your face in your room.
Yeah.
Like
in your
300
room.
times.
I mean, like
that works.
For sure. But
short.
as simple as it looks, short form, easy enough to produce budgetarily and everything. But I'd imagine mentally, because it's so easy to reduce, like what excuse do you really have, you know, outside of, damn, I can't come up with shit today?
I mean, it's the same as stand-up. You just keep trying to find shit to write about. Like, I haven't ran out yet, and it's been 3 years. I don't imagine I'll ever really run out.
How often do you post?
Every single day.
Damn. No, but when you work out material, are you trying new jokes every single time?
What do you mean when I post a clip?
Because we're comparing like stand-up to like the sketch world, right? And it's like saying like you can, same thing as stand-up. You know, you just keep throwing shit at the wall. But I feel like when comics work out, you're kind of trying the same joke. You know, like you're
talking about just like a normal night,
different places,
a normal show.
Yeah, like if you go to like 3-4 sets in a night, are you doing the same bit?
I'm using mostly the same stuff. I'll throw some new stuff in between some shit that works to get a good gauge. I'll never really open with new stuff because it's like weird. You got to get into your rhythm first, and then you'll try a new bit. Like I'll try, you know.
Yeah, because I'm saying, because for what Demetrius does, you can't put up the same video twice.
Oh, I totally can. Yeah, and I do it all the time.
like reposting it?
Yeah,
like reposting the same one?
Not, you know, like if I ever am on like a little wave, because virality comes in waves. Like people look at you and then they don't, and you know, like you can try to ride the wave, make it grow as long as possible to like shorten the interval between waves and keep going. But I repost shit all the time.
Is there ever a certain period of time you have in mind before you do that? Or do you not really think about it? Because you produce so much content, you're like, I could reshare this at any point, nobody will even notice because it's going to be shuffled around so much.
If I get a video that starts popping off, I'll go through my bank of videos and pick other videos that went viral before that people forgot about, and then I start posting them because that will help me continue my wave of virality.
So, smart.
Yeah, like that's what I've been doing to try to get my following on Instagram right now, because Instagram's kind of harder than TikTok to get I mean, TikTok's impossible now, but that's what I've been doing to try to get people on IG, to try to get people in seats for my stand-up shows.
As someone who's had success, right, to the degree that you have as far as developing a following with social media, do you feel protective of tips like that? Because when you say stuff like what you just said, it
I mean, yeah,
obviously
dude, I
works.
could have sold that in a course, but
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Fucking whatever. Who cares?
I respect that. I'll fuck
I don't
with
care.
that heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's wrong for everybody, really. And one thing I find is all the information for whatever you want to do really is online, but it's who's going to actually utilize that. Who's going to pay for the courses? Who's going to do it for a certain amount of time? You know what I mean? So it don't even matter, really. You could put it right in front of people, the whole blueprint.
Also, yeah, nobody can do what I'm doing.
Exactly.
You know, I'm
Talk
being
that shit,
me.
boy.
It's my personal
that
brand.
shit.
If that helps you grow your personal brand, that's your own thing. So, like,
Right.
by all means, take that, grow, do what you want to do. It doesn't stop me from eating, you know?
Say y'all could kick rocks.
Yeah.
You heard? It's only one Demetrius, you heard? Y'all niggas sitting on 200. Yikes.
What's wrong with
Say
him?
yikes.
How long have you been in New York? Because you're from Michigan, right? Am I
yeah.
right this time?
Yes,
Jesus
you're
Christ.
correct.
No, you're right the first time.
This nigga from
I just,
Arizona.
I wasn't even fucking with you. I just was mad that I didn't get booked for New York
Oh,
comedy.
so
Shit.
bring up old shit
Nothing
like
to do
that.
with you.
Just outraged.
Just like, man, all right.
I was on that shit last year too. I'm not on it this year.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about? Did we not do a good job?
I don't know.
Because they told us it was good for
I
us.
guess we
It was
didn't
good
do
for
it.
them,
We didn't
you
kill
know?
it,
Talent
bro.
killing this. Yeah, that shit don't even matter, son. They
I'm
coming
saying,
back.
so I'm like, I don't know, but it's totally
Maybe next year.
Maybe.
Optimism.
You'll get it next time.
So you was 3 years in Michigan when you started going viral.
Yeah, I think so. I started stand-up comedy in 2017. 2020 was the pandemic. That's when I really started going viral on TikTok. So 3 years into that. And then
What made you start?
what made me start doing stand-up? I think I always just wanted to do it. I think I just always loved stand-up in general. I mean, like, it probably is just to make my like family members happy, because when I was a little kid, I don't know how it was for you guys, but my family at family gatherings, we would throw on like a comedy special and then everybody's just laughing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like 4 years old and they play Sinbad in front of me and my brain just like explodes because this dude is so funny and he's making all of the people who I love feel good. I would love to do that. I bet I internalized that, you know, and just kind of always wanted to do it.
Have we spoken about Sinbad up here? Nobody put him in
I
that
don't think
Rushmore.
we didn't put him in our
He's
Be ready, bro.
he's
We're gonna
nice
ask you
though.
at the end. Sinbad,
He's
yeah,
funny.
definitely. He's one of those ones.
I
yeah.
actually remember working when he did his last weekend at Caroline's.
Was it a big deal for y'all?
I mean, I always heard that Sinbad was just a beast. You know what I mean? And I don't remember him repeating a joke.
Yeah.
I feel like he did a new hour every time.
That's
Honestly,
crazy.
every show. He had a live band.
Whoa.
And he would just
damn.
do
At
crowds.
Caroline's?
At
At Caroline's. He had a live band. He was hosting. I think he even played, I don't know what
He did
instrument
a
that
variety.
he
He
played.
did a variety hour.
Clean.
Was he
Clean.
clean?
He don't curse.
You don't
Crazy.
curse.
Sinbad
You ever
don't
been to
curse.
Caroline's? You know Caroline's?
I did. I went to Caroline's right before it closed for like Michael Che's show. He was like the
nice.
second to last.
I remember I wanted to go. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a
Right.
residency for that whole summer.
Oh, lit. So we both worked at Caroline's, right? We didn't work together. But when I was there, we
He
used to always-
almost beat up the chef.
Oh yeah,
Oh, my God.
Episode 1. Link in the bio.
One.
But nah, what you call it? There was we used to joke. There was this one server here, this guy named Nolan or whatever, right? Shout out Nolan. But he used to always like just stupid jokes. He used to joke that like I'm not ever gonna laugh at nobody joke till Sinbad comes here. Just randomly, just chose Sinbad as a comedian. Everybody know, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And everybody just like laugh at it, just some stupid shit. Then one day Sinbad was actually coming. Then we all realized, damn, like we ain't never seen Sinbad like live, And he finally came, and it was just like a huge deal to the staff. We like showed him mad love, bro. Like and then at the end of the show, we all took a picture with him. He like stood in the middle, and everybody did like prayer hands around him and shit.
Not him
It
being
was
the
like,
guy.
He was like a saint. Yeah. And even the managers who worked there, it was like, yo, we haven't seen Sinbad here before. So I'm surprised you said he did it again, because I don't think he frequented like Caroline's. He's like a mythological comedian.
Yeah.
You don't even come up in conversations. And then somebody finally says him. You're like, oh, shit.
You heard about what happened to him though, right?
like
Yeah.
sick.
Is he sick?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
know
don't
about
think
that.
he's sick,
But
but,
that's been the last few
he
years,
had a
right?
stroke. So sometimes after a stroke, you
He
just
was- yeah,
never
You
the
don't be the
same.
same a lot.
It
Yeah.
was-
I don't
yeah.
think
That
he's
was,
been
that was
back up.
relatively recent, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it was like
Like
2
within
years
this-
ago.
Yeah.
I thought it was this year.
Yeah, no, this shit was
Last
like
year.
7-8 years ago, man. But I just somebody who I never realized how much love people have for him. Like I liked him because of Disney Channel. and
Yeah,
shit.
like I'm like I liked him from Disney.
I heard
Yeah,
he was
man.
like a comedian's comedian, like
Yeah.
type.
beautiful.
Like,
Yeah, that they
he was
speak
just
on
a
him in that
beast.
regard when he does come up. Yeah.
Being a kid, man, he was making clean comedy. Like, it's not. I definitely got to see other stuff, like seeing like a Kevin Hart special or fucking anybody for real. I think Katt Williams was probably that one where my family would go crazy for Katt Williams, but he was clean, so that was the first one where it just was like, this is for me to enjoy too, you know? I wasn't supposed to laugh at the other ones, so I really, I really fuck with it.
Yeah. Well, when you were reached out to be a guest, I don't know if you've seen any of our stuff or but all of our dads are comedians. So that was part of why we got into this, right? Just because that's a big part of our background coming up, just like the whole world of it. So growing up,
kin of comedy.
Hence kin of comedy, if it wasn't self-explanatory. But for you, watching specials like that with you, was that like was that kind of pretty much the majority of what your comedic background was as a kid? Like, did you ever like try to go to comedy shows with your dogs or whatever, or try to write bits?
Never did nothing like that, but like, I don't know. I definitely had funny in my family. Like my family's always been very performative. Like my dad probably like could have been a comedian if he wanted to. You know what I mean? I don't think he's funny because he beat me. Because
he'd be roasting you.
Me laugh. You know what I mean? Yeah, he was mean as fuck all the time. But he was trying to be funny. I'm just like shy.
Right.
Yeah, my grandma is absolutely hilarious. So like, there's so much just funny in performers.
So it's in you. Like you got comedy in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had JB on, like when your pops was on. We had JB on here. He was saying like with him, it was like his friends, like some of the funniest guys he knows, especially like when he was like starting in comedy. He said he was just the one that got up on stage.
Did it.
Yeah, funniest guys he knows. I mean, you're around all these comics and shit. And I feel like a lot of people just, it's not what they want to do. But I feel like you could, you don't have to like come from the world of it, I think, in order to have it in you. Oh. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
What do you feel about, you know how they say that comedians, you have to go through like trauma to be funny?
That's a thing.
Do I think you gotta?
I don't think I think it helps, but I don't think it's mandatory.
I don't think it's mandatory either.
Because I didn't get molested, you know what I mean?
Damn,
what?
Man. Is that like the only thing that count?
I got beat, but it's like only when I deserved it.
That's a form of trauma.
When you stop getting beat.
When did you stop? Yeah.
When I stopped getting beat.
Did you ever beat your dad's ass?
Probably not in high school. I don't think I got beat past middle school.
It was like 13. My pops threatened to beat me till like 20.
I think my last beating,
man. Like, yo.
My last beating was maybe 10th grade.
10th grade?
What you did?
Yeah, what'd you do?
I got a 0 on the math test.
0?
0?
Nigga, how?
You can try.
You ain't write your name? How you got a 0?
And then my dad, he threw my Xbox off the balcony.
You told this
story. The story.
That's hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Damn, bro.
It made me sweep it up.
Wow.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Xbox 360.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Trauma is one of those things where I feel like everybody's kind of like.
I feel like as a human being, you're experiencing trauma.
Yeah, you know,
every day,
just walking around.
You get.
Like, I don't need to be like a bitch about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, some shit happened, but like other people had way worse shit.
That's fair.
You know, have you ever like complained about your life a little bit to somebody who's like way worse? Like,
and you're like, I'll take it back.
Yeah, it's like whatever, you know. Got my ass beat a little bit. Had some mean things said. I don't know.
Could be worse.
I'm now the age that my parents were when they were raising me. I wouldn't know what the fuck to do either. So whatever. Who cares? Like I'm trying. You got to move past it to even like have relationships with people. You only get two parents. You only get one dad or one mom or you know, whatever combination you got going. But you only get that. So do you want to just be resentful all the time, or do you want to just like
you're only hurting yourself at that
pass
point.
that trauma on to your kids, you know, and laugh about it with your parents? Like, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Yeah, I definitely think people got to deal with their shit. You know what I mean? But where you have to function. You got to function. You know, because there's just shit you got to do. You know, nobody's gonna do it for you, and everybody does have shit.
I mean, you never get over shit till you forgive people for the shit that they did.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was going to get into. Like, you do have to feel things. I think you got to feel shit. You know what I mean? I think some people try to just ignore what they feel. They go on something like, I don't want to look like a bitch shit.
And it's hard because with parents, they act like they ain't never fucked up at all.
Which is strange when you grown. Because it's like, I know you're just a person to me now. Like, I see like, people. Like, I know, like you can't trick me. Like, there's no, like magic because you made me.
You ever brought up, like, a real, like... peculiar ass whooping to your parents, they never remember it. They never remember
I didn't do that.
You remember?
Son, yeah, wow.
No.
Oh my God.
I just did this to my mom the other day. I told her, I was like,
PTSD.
remember that time you beat me because I asked for a pizza roll at school? I didn't do that. I was like, yes, you did.
Oh
I
nah.
was like, yes, you did. No, I did
Damn.
not. I was like, okay, girl.
Damn.
I came home. I had asked for a pizza roll at school. I guess I had my own lunch. I don't know why my mom got mad. And I asked for a pizza roll at school.
It's because she made it.
And she probably got tight. But like, why'd you beat me?
Man, but you
And then she
but
acted like she didn't
on the
remember.
other side of that, as adults, I understand how bad of a day you can have when a kid can just do some fuck shit. That, like,
That
that's the worst
bad.
timing. Like,
Whatever.
it's like it looks small to
Not
you,
me.
but like the house could have like probably almost got
You just
took
gotta
it away.
laugh and shit, dude. One time,
Why'd you do that?
one
you don't
time, my dad beat my ass because he beat my ass and I didn't cry. Like,
I like that
You ever
happened.
fake cry?
Yeah.
You
Oh
had
yeah.
to. You
Oh
had
yeah.
to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I did, but he started like, he went at me with the belt, you know? It was always like the belt or some other shit. And then like, I was just trying to be tough. I was like, you know what I mean? So I didn't do nothing and I walked away from it. And then like, I went upstairs to like get some water or something, just trying to be tough. And he goes, oh, so you think you tough?
You're like,
Nah, yo, that's some real
harder.
shit.
Yo.
And that's where comedy come from.
right,
For
there you go,
real.
right
For
there.
real though.
That's one of
a
my
bit.
first jokes.
That's a bit.
One of my first jokes is about my dad. It's like, I'd be like, yo, it's tough having a comedian father, especially when it's time to get your ass whooped. My dad was always on the road, so I only seen him every few months or so I might get in trouble October. I don't get my ass whooped until February. How's that fair? You know what I mean? That's fucked up, Dad.
You got an ass whooping on layaways.
One time my
Crazy.
dad beat my ass with a mirror.
Wait,
How-
Handheld mirror. I
Okay.
said some
How
shit and he hit me
sizable-
with the mirror.
How
I just,
sizable was said
it
mirror?
was like this big. He hit me with a mirror.
Wow.
you have trauma, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
bro. Yeah, bro.
I saw myself coming at myself. That's just funny.
Fucking
You
crying.
got beat by yourself. You got your ass beat by your
So it was
reflection,
like,
nigga.
beating you with the
I
glass.
saw what I looked like when I
You
was
with the
about to get
glass
hit, and then I got hit by myself.
Nah, he hit you with the glass side. Is crazy.
Crazy,
Cut
crazy.
you up,
Pops.
yo.
I ain't changing your diapers, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You going to home.
Sometimes it's nice to threaten them with that. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
be nice to me because I'm not gonna be feeding you tapioca.
Oh,
Damn,
that's why my dad has so many kids, because he
Smart.
wants somebody to, you know.
How many kids your pop got?
6.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
3 boys, 3 girls.
How many of them are named after like adjectives and shit?
Only me. Only me. My little brother, Justin. just a normal name. You know what I mean?
I was looking at your name earlier
stand
and I
out,
was
bro.
like,
You the star.
Talent Harris Jr. Like, how are you a junior?
I'm
Your
not.
dad's name.
I'm not.
I
So
saw
mine,
you put, I think up today it said junior on it.
no, I'm saying, but that's my stage name.
Oh, the
My
junior
stage name is
part.
Talent Harris Jr.
Okay, but you're
I'm
not a junior.
technically not a junior.
Yeah.
He's James Troy Harris. I'm Talent James Troy Harris.
You just did it on.
I'm the original Talent.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
but like your stage
I'm
name
him.
is saying that you a second talent.
No.
It's not.
He named me after his stage name.
I thought he accidentally gave you the last name Junior.
No,
Yo, that's funny as fuck too.
I'm technically not a junior on my
But
ID. It's just
technically,
Talent
kind of
Harris.
did. If junior isn't really, if you're not really a junior, but it is officially a part of your name, then is your last name Junior?
That's not junior. What are you saying?
I was almost a junior.
But he's
Me and my
not a
dad got
junior,
the same
but
first
it's in
name,
his
same
name.
last name, different
It's
middle
just a
name.
stage name at this point.
Yeah,
Okay.
my dad's. I probably shouldn't say my dad's whole government name. On
He
here.
beat you.
can
You
always
just
cut it.
admitted
Yeah,
to
bro.
crimes.
It's
Don't
just
tell
like
his
you
name.
want-
Look,
cut.
nah, we got different middle names. That's weird. Yeah, so technically not a junior.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah,
I didn't
my-
know that you had to.
My
have
dad is
same
my pops is the second. My name is, I'll say my whole name, I don't care. Robert Leon Stapleton III. But my dad doesn't have the same middle name as me.
Identity
That's
theft.
a soulful ass name.
It sound like a rich
You were
nigga.
supposed to
It's
be a
the
blues
third.
singer. That's
I might
crazy,
be, bro. You don't know. You
Close.
don't know my
You
life.
might be.
no,
You don't
but
know my life.
yeah, but my dad doesn't have the same middle name as me.
Yeah,
So
it's
like,
weird.
yeah, so my mom's always say like, I don't know why he say you the third. Like you're not really the third. You know what I'm saying? Because you
I
don't got
didn't
that
know you
middle name.
needed the same middle name to be.
Mm-hmm. It's like that
thought it was
horoscope
just
shit
first
from the
and last
Shane
name.
episode. I don't know the culture of names. I don't know how juniors and thirds work for real. All right.
Just a pivot. So you eventually moved to Brooklyn from Michigan.
Yeah.
What made you come to New York?
I mean, like, I just graduated from college. I was stuck in the house with my parents for COVID for a year. I was stacking up bread from that pandemic unemployment. Oh my
Gotta do that.
God.
Everybody.
What did
was.
you study in college?
I did computer science for like the first 3 years. And then I was like, I hate this shit. So I switched over to film, got a concentration in screenwriting.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, so
Nice.
that's
You
it.
know how to code?
Do I know how to code? I mean, like I did. Yeah, I wasn't great at it, but I didn't like it at all. So I couldn't force myself to do it.
That's fair.
But I could have, you know. Yeah.
Have you explored the screenwriting?
Have I? Yeah, dude. I've written like
dope.
I've written 3 full-length feature screenplays, and I've written a pilot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fire. Yeah, I
That's
did
on
that
your
too,
website.
bro. Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Hell yeah.
You think about shooting like a
chop that up
short
with you.
film or some shit? And
I've thought about it. I've definitely thought about it, but like, I don't know, man. Part of me is trying to just like see if I can skip a level in that sense, because like making a short film, God bless the people that do it. It is so much work for not much as shit afterwards. I mean, your short film was great, but like you got shit going for you. Shit worked. You know, you got some festivals and you won. But like I've shot like 4 or 5 short films
hey,
with.
I was just an
other-
actor in that. I didn't have to go through all that. I know what you're talking about.
Dude, I've done like probably like 4 or 5 short films just with other people I went to school with, and then like we make the thing, put it up on YouTube, it gets like 500 views. They don't even go do any festivals with it, and it's like now like you're out like 5-6 grand for this shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do all that unless I know it's gonna like help change my career. Maybe I would do it for like a proof of concept for a movie, like what they did with Whiplash. If you've seen Whiplash, it was a movie with the
Yeah.
drums, J.K.
With that
Simmons.
horror
Yeah,
movie
movie.
Lights
Yeah.
Out was the same thing. Yeah.
It started off
yeah.
as like a 15 or 20 minute short,
Like
and
a
then
pitch.
from that they made the whole thing. So I might do that, but
You'd rather just meet the people with the money.
kind of yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't know, man. I don't really know a whole lot of people who would for the crew. Like, I've tried to do everything myself for my entire life,
Yeah.
and I try to
Yeah,
be too
I get
independent
that.
to a fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really don't feel like I know enough people to do that. I can write something myself and then submit it to my writing agents, and then they can send it to every production studio in Hollywood, and that like I can do that, but I don't know if I have the people to make a short film.
I think you're looking at it right though by trying to take on as much as you can. Like you don't want to overwhelm yourself, but part of why we was talking about like people like Donald Glover, people like him. When I look at those guys a lot, it's because of the amount of things that they jump into, the amount of bags that they can handle themselves. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I feel like a lot of times people think that you need this whole team for certain levels of production. Then once you see somebody do it with a little less, then that becomes the new kind of like template to explore. You know what I mean? So I think, you know, ultimately, the more that you technically know, the more that you can do. You just need a team for certain parts of it.
Yeah, I might do something like
Yeah.
maybe I'll do like a 1-act play type thing and film it. Like
That'd be fly.
Maybe
Yeah.
You seen Neil Brennan specials?
Neil Brennan.
Yeah.
I seen one of them.
Yeah. His shits are kind of like one-man shows, his stand-ups. There's always like some kind of like performance art kind of to it.
His
like a
last
deeper
2 have
message.
been conceptual.
Like one was
Yeah, 3 mics.
Yeah. With
then
each mic
blocks.
was a different kind of like theme. Like one was like what was it, like one-liners?
One was like one-liners, another one was like serious stuff, and then another one was just like stand up.
One was talking about his trauma, his past, like his
Yeah.
dad, his relationship.
Like my dad beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Then he go to the next mic.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what the fuck is up,
I like
guys?
what you was doing. Yeah. Yeah, but it was really good though. You know, and Nail's one of those guys come from Chappelle's show and shit,
Yeah.
you know. So
I
yeah.
have to watch that.
Yeah, I think that would be dope. Have you thought about that in detail? Like how you would do it?
How I would do what?
Like how you would put together like a stage presentation or something.
For like for like a 1-act play sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like what you were talking about.
I definitely love just interesting conversations with people. So if I could have something maybe where it's just like a couple talking and like maybe you talk about some family drama, some sort of thing where like just the dialogue of what they're talking about is really interesting.
Yeah.
Like also I think that can be like real acting too, in that like you just put these people in front of you for like an hour or for 30 minutes and they just try to get some emotion out of it. I think there's some beauty in that. I do like plays.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Oh, word?
Yeah, I fuck with
What's
plays.
like what's your favorite play?
What's my favorite play that
I'm
that
down
I've
with it. I like
read?
plays.
That I've read was Fences,
Okay.
Oh, lit.
Yeah.
and then there was the One Night in Miami. That was really good.
One Night
and
in
we got,
Miami.
like, at my school, we got to see that, and we got to like talk to the guy Kent Powell who made it, and then he made Soul for on Disney or not Disney, Pixar. But yeah.
Did school give you a little bit more appreciation for that?
100%. Yeah.
That's why I got college. I took a film course. They put me on like Tennessee Williams and all of that. And like just anytime I think you could see like the like the foundation for like a lot of the shit that you're into before you know that this is the foundation, it makes it more interesting to you because it appeals to you more personally.
Plays are cool, man.
Hell yeah.
Plays are cool.
I like musicals.
Musicals are dope.
Yeah.
I love musicals.
I like just written shit. Yeah. I like productions.
Singing in the Rain is one of my favorite movies. It's a musical.
I'm not going to front. I low-key, I hate musicals. There are a few that I don't know. It's like the first High School Musical.
Elite.
Oh, yeah.
That was so good.
That was made for us, though. We was like 14.
We're soaring, we're flying. Come on, that shit
is bad, dog. That was on purpose.
We can reach.
Okay.
If we're trying and we're breaking free.
Okay. All right.
Free. You know, it's good.
It's a little fun fact. A little High School
love
Musical.
High School Musical.
You gotta get your head in the game. Like, yo,
that shit was fire.
High School Musical. But
Karen
I don't know.
cut.
I got cut right now.
Nah, that's going out. We need the people to, see what's really.
When Empire turned into a musical, I immediately turned it off.
That was kind of a musical.
That was a hip hop musical to me.
Empire was hard for a season.
One season.
Empire was fire for a season.
No one ever turned it on after.
It got weird.
One episode you didn't see it and you never saw it again.
It got racist this season too. You could tell it felt like it had like a white lead or something. I don't know. Like behind the scenes, it felt like I don't know the production. It felt like a caricature of black culture. Like for the second season.
I mean, dude, how do you come back from?
It should have just been a limited series.
Jesse or Jussie?
Jussie? Oh, I don't know. I think it was already long gone by then.
Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
Juicy.
I don't know how he's coming back from that.
He's not.
That was hilarious.
He's depressed now.
It was actually really funny, and also
so funny to do.
When you think about what he made up or allegedly made up,
bro kept the noose on for a long time. I was just about
to say. They said that he kept it on. Like when he finally found people for help. Why would you
crazy
keep the noose
about
on?
the whole story?
Who would ever?
Why do you think how how your mind?
You could put it to the side and explain what happened to the authorities. He was like, "No, they're not going to believe me."
His brain is incredible, actually.
Yeah, no, he is sicko.
Can you speak about maybe the benefit that you think that your stand-up career has seen in connection to you going viral on Instagram?
I mean, I get to do a lot of spots at the Pair, but that wasn't really because of they kind of was from the just around the way weird situation. I mean,
you feel like you could have got that.
No, it was like viral. I opened for Che Dorena, who was mutual friends with me on TikTok. I love Che Dorena, super funny guy. Opened for him at the Grizzly Pear. So it wasn't necessarily because I had the TikTok following, but I don't know. I really, it's hard to gauge. I feel like I've definitely probably been booked on people's shows because they're like, oh, this guy's a comic and he has a good sized following. Like, I'm going to put him up on a thing. But in terms of working at other clubs, I don't think it hasn't really gotten my foot in the door anywhere. Like, I'm not going to just go through and name the clubs, but the only one that will give me stage time is the Grizzly Pear. And I've tried to pull up to fucking all of these bitches. I mean, it has been maybe so I can go on tour. Okay. That's huge. To be able to go, I can get on a flight and I got 50 people in Florida who want to see me do stand-up. That's fucking cool to me. That's amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
People want to see what I'm doing. That's so cool, and I'm grateful for that. In terms of New York, mainly it's just the financial situation. I make some money selling pictures of my toes. I'm not kidding.
Get it in, my boy.
Link in the bio.
Wait, we gotta.
Hell yeah, yo! I was on.
What's the name of that?
I was on your OnlyFans today.
Word?
Wait, I didn't subscribe, but I saw what you said.
Yeah.
Wait,
you said,
really?
Yeah, you have 23 posts too. You know it'd be blurry. You can't see it unless you pay. I wasn't gonna pay.
Why do you know so much?
Yeah,
he's a guest.
He's a journalist.
Yeah.
He always research and it'd be the most.
And I thought it was crazy that it was the OnlyFans. I thought it was a troll, because so he's
that clip is crazy. I was on your OnlyFans today.
Ain't no shame in my game.
I was on your OnlyFans today, gang. I was on your shit today, gang.
You have pretty feet.
I don't even think so, but people want them.
Let me see the page, bro.
So
Can I see the page?
Pay for it.
Nah, bro. You here right now.
You want me to go through my camera roll?
Just have post for
find my baby oiled up toes.
Oh my god, what made you start doing that?
I'm fucking broke. I'm poor.
That's a wild play.
Dude, I can't have a real job. I can't play along with this corporate bullshit. It's silly to me. Like, I think I'm too much of a comedian to have a real job, and I get in my own way. I got to make my money some other way.
Right.
I feel like one of these scripts is going to pop off, so I just got to keep figuring shit out until that happens. But, like...
What you gonna do when niggas leak the feet pics, though?
I'm gonna leak them, nigga. It's $11.
No, it's 11. You know the price. You don't see the page.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Are you doing like if somebody DM you like, yo, bro, like, yo, pick up an Xbox controller with both your feet?
Dude, I stopped responding to DMs because people was pissing me the fuck off. I'm not kidding, bro. This one dude was like, I'll give you $400 if you nut on a pair of socks and then send it to me.
Oh my God.
Send me $400. I was like, all right, bet. So I pull out some socks.
Yeah,
I nut on these socks.
No, wait.
And then I message this dude.
That's the point.
What?
My nigga.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Right. So I nut on the socks, and then I message this dude like, I got the socks. Like, where do you live? Like, how do I send these socks?
Don't tell me he ghosted you.
Bro, he ghosted me. He ghosted me after I nutted on my socks.
That's traumatizing. That could fuck somebody up.
I was so
That's
mad.
violation. That's like a form of assault.
How much you say he was gonna pay you?
$400. That's the price. $400.
Damn, bro.
I wasn't
There's no
expecting
system
this
for that.
story,
Like,
y'all.
they get the content first. Oh no, you didn't send it yet. You just took the picture.
I just took a picture of the socks to like let him know like the deed is done.
The deed is done.
That's all he needed, though. I think he just might have wanted the photo.
That might have been somebody who know you, bro. They saw that shit in your
They wanna
body.
see
Like, I'm
what
gonna
you
fuck
was
with
down
this nigga. I'm gonna fuck with this
I
nigga.
was so
I was
fucking
not
mad.
expecting that story.
You wanted us to cut the Dwight Howard shit out.
Yeah,
that
dog.
was way crazier than the Dwight
No,
Howard
it wasn't.
explanation.
No, it wasn't.
It was crazier.
Nah, so I stopped responding.
This is
to the
scamming.
DMs. I'm so serious. I can't.
That was the most craziest DM you've ever gotten.
No, the most craziest DM that I ever gotten was by a dude named 9 Inch NYC.
Oh my
It's just this
God.
Puerto Rican dude who been fucking his cousin, and he
Oh no.
and he gave me like this detailed story about how him and his cousin started like fucking, and he starts arguing up like he's like, well, like the whole point of not fucking your cousin is you don't want to have a baby that come out slow. So we're gay, and I didn't mention that he's fucking his male cousin.
So why does the baby even matter?
Not you saying, oh, like that's better.
So
It makes sense.
Jerrica's threshold for shock is different.
That's what his like idea was. And then this dude, man, like, so he starts. I'm texting him back like, what the fuck? So like, why? Like, why are you doing this? Also, I'm scared because the motherfucker's name is 9 Inch NYC. I live here.
Yeah, you're like, what is him?
He might pull up to one of my comedy shows. Like, yo, what's up? It's 9 Inch. Like, I'm scared.
Yo, what's up?
It's
9
Inch.
Yo, it's this 9 Inch. You're gonna pull up after the show. It's me.
Terrified, bro. Terrified.
Interesting. Interesting life to live.
How long have you been on there?
How long have you
been on OnlyFans?
It's been like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
I made like $5K off these toes.
Are you serious? For real?
I'm dead ass.
Yo, I'm out.
I'm about to
we
do
on,
that,
we
too.
on
I'm
there,
so
yo.
serious.
Bro, I think that's fire.
Manny Petty tomorrow.
Nobody's told you
Y'all
I
before.
do it.
Yeah.
What you be doing with them? They like them shits like greasy. Like oil.
Yeah.
Baby oil.
Yeah. I put baby oil on it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I take regular ones. Some people like the bottom of the foot.
Well, you be like on the bed. You
Some
like,
people like the top.
You be like in the bed, like
Sometimes,
laid out,
yeah.
like in the sky.
Yeah,
Type
sometimes.
shit. Does that people like have specific angles they prefer?
Sometimes.
Trying to get game, yo.
But sometimes a lot of these people with the toes, they want more. And I'm not trying to, like, I'm not showing no bulge for real.
Yeah.
I'm not, like,
holding on to your dignity.
I'm trying to keep it Christian. I'm just
Keeping
kidding.
it Christian.
Jesus show
but-
his toes.
Yeah, I'm not doing none of that. Like, the worst thing that I've done that's not, like, it's mainly toe stuff. But, like, the worst thing that I'll do is, like, I have, like, a picture of me, like, standing on the side in my underwear. Like, not shit. It's not shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, you follow Jay Jordan on Twitter is way worse. Like, my shit is true. Shout out Jay Jordan, funny ass comedian. Man be posting thirst traps. That's what I look at his as inspiration for my shit, and I tone it back like 3 levels.
I respect it, bro. Get it wherever you can, man.
Yeah. I'm not gonna keep doing it. I definitely don't like it.
Yo, is it wild if I was to subscribe? Like, If I subscribe, but I don't look at his shit, like if I just want to show love to the homie, because that's like a pursuit of his. Like if I just subscribe, like how you subscribe to like your friends.
That's love.
You know what I'm saying? Word.
Wow.
I don't gotta look at this shit. I don't gotta like indulge.
So you just hit subscribe.
You paid
X out the
$11.
page.
Drop the nigga like $11.
It's $11.
That's love.
Bro, just buy him a sandwich.
Bro.
Just do
It's you. I'm talking. You say buy him. I ain't talking
buy
about no
me.
random
You know
nigga.
what I'm saying?
You want a sandwich? I got you.
You ain't gotta go that route, bro.
Yeah, you got it.
You can give me the money
to go that
other
route. You
ways.
got this shit up.
You feel me?
So
It doesn't
Nah,
have to
thank
be
you for
like
coming
that.
out, bro. Where we have with
Wait,
time?
when we're not
shit?
done.
We gotta do the Mount Rushmore.
We have
shit,
to
right?
do so every episode.
We're
when we
about
have
an
a
hour.
guest.
All right, cool.
No, even I think less than that. We
have
ask
a
our
timing
guests
on
to kind of give us their Mount Rushmore comedians.
Mm.
Are we gonna do stand up comedic actors? Which
I think we should keep it the same
Stand-up?
since he's a
Yeah,
stand-up
stand-up.
too.
stand
Word.
up? Yeah.
Mhm.
Just stand up.
So there's 4 people on Mount Rushmore.
Your
if you
personal
need a
favorite, no
reminder.
pressure on like
4.
Greatest.
My
No order,
personal
no
favorite.
order.
It's because it changes so often.
Maybe we should start
Yeah,
asking
same.
people this before they come on the show.
Yeah.
I kind of
maybe.
like them being in the moment.
like it.
You
know
like
what
them
I mean? 'Cause
moments?
I don't want it to
Yeah,
be
'cause
too.
they go,
Yeah.
Just purely off the stand up. I mean, it's hard not to go Katt Williams.
Okay.
Katt Williams is super funny. Katt
Nico.
Williams
That Pimp
specials,
Chronicles was
undefeated.
that puts him.
absolutely
Nico
elite.
had him in
He's a
his, right?
legend.
Nico
from
had
that
Katt
one
in his
special.
score?
See, I want to say Bernie, but I can't because I like Bernie more from his TV show than his stand up because there's not much of it out. And then Kings of Comedy was funny, but it's like there was not much of it out, so I can't put him on the Mount
I think
I
Shane
did.
said
I
that.
don't know
I did.
because
Me too, we
that
both did.
show was his stand up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
it
and
was.
Jerrica, me and you
It's
both
so
had him.
good.
But when
It's just-
Shane was here
he
last
was
week,
just
she said the
doing
same
his-
thing because it's just
Every
not
time
enough
he was in
content.
that room talking to America, he was
He's
doing
doing
his
his-
doing a
yeah.
he
bit.
was doing
Yeah.
his stand up.
Yeah.
You could count that.
You can.
Yeah.
Well, that was his brain
feeling.
too.
Writers?
That was about his life.
I don't know. That's controversial.
So that's 2, right?
I
Wait,
think-
oh no, you don't want to say
I
Bernie.
think I can't
Honorable?
put him on in there because
Honorable
like I like
mention.
honorable mention.
Okay.
I think like Mitch Hedberg. I love jokes, and Mitch Hedberg was like the king of jokes. So I got to throw him on there. Damn, this shit is kind of hard. It's tough. It's hard for me to also not include Kevin Hart in that top 4 too, because Kevin Hart had banger specials back to back.
He has 3 classic
Around
specials.
grown little man
classic
time.
specials
Yeah.
they're fucking hilarious, and people love to shit on Kevin Hart for like because he like went Hollywood, but like the dude was hilarious. Like I don't know if anybody, and when I was a kid watching it, made me laugh that hard. So I'll throw Kevin Hart on there, and then
Yeah, it's 3.
I don't. This shit is hard. I really don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know. Give me like 10 seconds to think
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
take your time.
I'll tell
When
you
Kev,
mine.
like, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
sometimes I
I had Eddie, Mike Epps, Che, Bill Burr.
What's yours?
Oh my God. Bernie Mac, Eddie Murphy. I said Dane Cook, and the boys don't let me live it down.
Yeah, no, never.
What else did I say?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Dane was putting pain in like 06. He
He was doing such a good
I
job.
think I
there.
had I had
Forgot who else.
Dave, I had Patrice, Bernie, and
I had Chris
I
Rock.
can't remember my fourth.
I had Chris Rock, Bernie, or Eddie Murphy, Dane Cook.
Yeah. I know I didn't have Eddie on my. You know what? But I gave Eddie kind of what you gave Bernie. I was like, Eddie's specials is just so far
Eddie's
back,
specials
and it
were
doesn't
great.
take away from how great they work. It's just the foundation for what most people base. You know how they approach a lot.
And he
of
was
shit.
like true to himself.
Yeah,
on
of
it
course.
Too,
So
you
it's
know?
not a knock, but it's just there's so many people that have so much consistent work that I view, and I don't want to just put this asterisk because somebody told me I'm supposed to. Because I'm not taking nothing away from Eddie, but I just got people I see a little bit more from. But I can't remember who my fourth was.
Eddie, it's got to be either Eddie or Dave for the next one, especially growing up. Like I feel like Dave also has that weird kind of humor, especially like in
Yeah.
earlier days, you know. But damn, Eddie Murphy really, he was the kid. Like he really killed me when I watched like Raw and Delirious. Those were on Netflix for the longest, for so long, and I think that was like. I wasn't an adult, but I was probably like 14 or 15. That was the first one where I just had to like show everybody like you got to see this. Like how does everybody not know about this? I probably showed that special to like 30 people. So for that reason, I'm gonna go Eddie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
I fuck with that. Yeah.
Okay, that's
yeah.
good.
So, yeah.
So we had Eddie, Mitch,
Kevin.
Kevin. Who's
And
the
Katt.
first? Katt.
Katt Williams.
That's
I fuck
solid.
with
That's
that.
solid.
That is solid. And you got a wild card in there. Cause I don't think what's the one guy? There's one person in there who I'm not familiar with.
Mitch Hedberg?
Yeah.
Mitch Hedberg was like he was like a one-liner comedian, and I've always loved that kind of comedy, and like he died very young as well.
He OD'd.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about.
Pretty much in the height of his
Yeah.
career.
Yeah,
Right.
I remember.
You know, I be hearing everybody, so that's like dope.
But thank you for coming.
Before you say your socials, I just one more question. Like, what do you want to get out of all of this? Like, what's the end game?
Oh, my end game, bro. I'm trying to be like Adam Sandler. I want to be the mulatto Adam Sandler, bro.
That's fire.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I want to make cool movies with my friends, do stand up when I feel like it, have a good relationship with my kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like go to the
love that.
Equinox and post people up. Like Adam Sandler's really doing it for real. He's got a great fucking career. I think with stand up, like it's fun. Don't get me wrong, like I love it, but pure stand-ups, like am I trying to just do spots at the Cellar until I become decrepit? No, like I'm trying to do cool shit. You feel me?
Got a little
shots.
shotty at the end.
No shots. No shots.
I didn't shoot at
That's
shot
not
anybody.
shot.
Nobody
At the
specifically.
end. Nah, it's the insinuation that a spot at the Cellar ain't cool. That's what it was. At
No,
the
it
end.
is cool, but that's the peak.
I
That's
know,
the
I
mecca
fuck
of
with you.
I dig
comedy.
you. Yeah.
That is the mecca of just pure
Right.
stand-up comedy. If you are there, you
But
are
it's not the
respected
pinnacle for
by.
you.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, no, I dig that completely.
okay.
Yeah, I get that. Yo, bro, you dope as fuck, man. Like I was saying, I told you a
Appreciate
little
you.
bit before we started. I was watching. You have your own podcast. I'm not sure how often you're doing it. Cause how many episodes do you have out now? 2? Is it the 2?
Oh my god, I'm gonna delete that. That doesn't even.
It's really dope, actually. Before you do, I would urge people to check it out because it's really introspective. It's him in his room by himself, and you're shooting a lot of shit out there that you probably wouldn't get an opportunity to get out there if you weren't doing an interview. And it does get pretty personal, but it is intuitive. And I'm glad that I watched it before I met you because it gave me a little bit more insight in how they engage with you in a way that feels more comfortable. Because I get a lot of the shit that seems like plagues you.
The listener's not gonna get to it, bro. The listener's not gonna
they
get to
gonna
it.
get it, man. Hopefully this shit do that a little bit, man. You know. But love, bro.
Where
Thank
can
you
we
for coming
find?
out.
Where can they
socials.
find you if they don't already follow you?
You gotta
which
drop
they
your
probably
OnlyFans
are.
too.
At Demetrius Fields on everything, including OnlyFans, IG,
With the oiled feast.
TikTok, OnlyFans. I think that's about it. I got like Twitter, but I don't be on Twitter. Twitter sucks.
Really?
I just go
I
on
love
Twitter.
I
Twitter,
love
bro.
Twitter. It's my favorite.
That's where I get all my news.
It's the only one
I like
can
Twitter
All my
for
trends,
porn.
all
That's
my
about
what's
it.
happening in the black community.
I think Twitter's
Twitter
so funny.
be on it. The memes be so funny.
So
They are funny.
I respect it.
They are funny, but I feel like I don't know. TikTok for me gives me the same thing.
I dig it.
Wow. Okay,
I love it.
Wherever you get it,
That's
man.
fair.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for stopping by. You're
My
welcome
son,
back anytime.
Demetrius, thank you so much, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Love, bro.
This has been another awesome episode of Can of Comedy. Thanks
Hope
for
the
tuning
apple juice
in.
was good, my boy.
It was interesting. It says it has
Peace out.
juices from Brazil, Chile, China, Hungary, Italy, Poland, Turkey, Ukraine, and the U.S. And this shit just apple juice. That's just one fruit. That's crazy.